Hello. Okay, we are going to start with our same side leg series. My favorite side leg series from the Pilates repertoire. You could do this whole thing side lying. So you'd be lying on your side. Bottom leg is going to be bent. Top leg is long. To level up, so I'm going to show the level up option. You'll be kneeling. Take a hinge, lifting through your bottom oblique. So whether you're side lying or you're kneeling with me, you are lifted through that bottom side. Good. So we're going to start with top leg lift. You're going to lower, point and lift, flex and lower. So it's an exhale as you come up, inhale as you go down. Whether you are lying on your side or kneeling with me, think of keeping your spine long. So really think of reaching energy through the crown of the head, through the tailbone, staying in that nice long neutral spine the whole time. We have two more. Check in with your abdominals. Take that exhale, feel that compression of the transverse abdominals. Hold it right here. We're going to go into a kick. So you're going to do 2 kicks forward and exhale as you drag and flex it back. Point, 2, exhale, drag and back. Point, 2, yes. Now keep your upper body as still as possible. So the chest is open and there's no shifting forward and back. So your range of motion is only as big as you could keep it, keeping stillness through the rest of your body. Last one, and then we have 8 little circles each direction. 8, 7, 6. Lift on your bottom oblique so you have space between your bottom of the mat and your side body. And 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, good. Okay, other side. So either roll over onto your other side or come to kneeling on your other knee. Here we go, right into our top leg lift. Point as you come up, flex as you go down. Making sure both hips are facing forward. So we want this motion to be coming directly from the outer hip, which are called our abductors. Yeah, good. This area of our pelvis is the center of our gravity, center of our weight. So this is where our stability comes from, our balance. So working these is going to improve balance. 3 more. And last 2, don't give it up. Second side's always a little worse. Last one, point twice. Exhale, flex and drag. Point and kick and exhale, engage the front side of the stomach. Good. Trying to keep that stillness. Check in with your abdominals. As things get hard, that's when we really want to try to focus on those principles that we always talk about, the transverse abdominals, that compression through your core, length through the spine. Last 2. And last 1. We just have 8 little circles to end. You've got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse, lift it a little higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Second part of our warm-up today is going to be using a chair, and we're going to also be using a chair for our workout. So grab a chair if you don't have one. We're going to start with hip rolls. Roll is the key word here. So you're going to put the arches of your feet on the chair, lie on down, nice and flat. So right here we're in a neutral spine, which means we have a little space between our low back and the mat. Pubic bone, hip bones are in the same plane, so we're not tilted one way or another. Spine is nice and relaxed, and it should be a tension-free position to start. Good. From here, I'm just going to lift my arms so you could see my spine move. You could keep your arms down on the mat, though. So you're going to engage through your pelvic floor, so almost think of slowing down your pee stream. Then squeeze with your glutes, push your low back into the mat, and then 1 vertebrae at a time. Peel it all the way up. Now hold it at the top here. We're going to do a couple of checks. You want your hips as open and flat as possible, right? All day long we are shortening these when we sit. So this is lengthening back out. And then take a big exhale and see if you could soften your rib cage, knit it together. So we want to make sure we're not overextending through the rib cage, which overextends into our back. As we roll down, soften through the throat, the neck first. Then make your ribs touch before your low back. So fold your body in half, keeping your tailbone tucked under. Then your low back presses into the mat. That's called an imprinted position. Then you roll back to neutral where that natural curve in your low back is. So it's an exhale, tuck your glutes, squeeze the glutes. You should feel this all back side of the body, glutes and hamstrings only. If you do feel any pressure, just continue to roll through them. If you feel any pressure in your low back at all, you need to change something up. Okay, we want proper firing patterns here. So if it goes into your low back, maybe you change your range of motion. Don't lift as high. Okay, maybe you try it without the chair. So find some place where it can be glutes and hamstrings only, and there is no workload in the lumbar spine. Good, we're gonna add pulses here, so you're gonna pulse up for 8, 7, squeeze the glutes together as you pulse. So the pulse is a hinge at the hips and then a squeeze. So the spine is staying long. And 2, and 1, melt it down, ribs melt down, chest and throat are open and soft, all the way down. Good, another set of pulses. We're gonna drop by 2, so now we have 6, 5, 4. See if you could relax through the upper body a little more. And last one, melt, 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 all the way down. Good, we have 4s now. And 4, squeeze your glutes a little tighter. 3, 2, and 1. Roll down, keeping that tailbone tucked as long as you can. Now we have a set of 2, 2, and 1. Melt it down. Yes, good. Go ahead and hug your knees in. Good warm up. So we warmed up our hips and our glutes and our spine really well. We're going to go right into a circuit. We're going to go 20 seconds and 40 seconds. Let me get my timer going. So as always, I'm going to give lots of options so you'll know exactly what you need to do. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're starting with sumo squats into a reverse lunge into seated pop squats. So we're still going to need our chair. Okay, so we're going to start in 10 seconds. So sumo squats is a big, nice turned out squat. So toes are open. We're going to do a sumo squat with the two. So you're going to squat, use your obliques, and exhale, twist to it. Squat. So instead of just lifting your knee, really think of your core pulling it in. If these big, wide-legged, turned-out squats don't feel good for your knees, do a parallel option, right? And as always, that's our halfway mark. See if you could pick it up. As always, you're in charge of your range of motion. Okay? Any pressure in the knees, ease off. Big exhales to lift that knee. Big exhales, pull in with the stomach. Yes. You have 20 seconds to breathe. Try to slow down your heart rate as quickly as possible. We're going to go into a reverse lunge with a forward kick. So you're going to lunge backwards, take your body slightly forward. Try to get your knee on top of your ankle. Squeeze your front glute. You're going to kick forward. And then add 3 pulses at the bottom. Here we go. All right, starting. So pulse, 2, 3, and kick. Pulse, 2, 3, and kick. Can you get a little lower? Maybe you tap your knee on the ground. As always, you're in charge of your range. If that kick is too much, maybe you take it to a tap. So find your edge. Really firing in to that front glute. That's halfway. We're staying on the same leg this whole set. When we go through these exercises again, you will get the option to do your other side. Almost there. 5 more seconds, you guys. Pick it up. As you kick through again, think of the stomach. Yes. Okay, 20-second break. Slow down your respiration. Big inhale, big exhale. These breaks is where our body's able to metabolize fat. So we want our heart rate to get as high as we can and then drop it down during the breaks. Pop squats are next. So you're going to tap your booty on the chair, squeeze the glute. That's layer 1. Tap and up, tap and up. Layer 2, adding the calf raise. Layer 3 is adding a pop. Pop. So find where your edge is. Pull in your stomach. Drive forward with your hips. Just like in those hip rolls, we're engaging the glutes and hamstrings to pop our body up. You've got it. Halfway. Driving through. Last 10. Pick up the pace just a smidgen. Whatever option, pick it up. Woo. 20 seconds to breathe. We go back into our sumo squats with the twist, thinking of twisting opposite rib to opposite hip, using your stomach. Huge exhale is going to help engage that core. Slow down the breath pattern. 5 seconds. Remember the option to come parallel. Here we go. Squat and exhale. Squat. Good. Sit nice and deep. Training your stomach to rotate the spine, not just momentum. That's halfway. You've got it. Last 5. Pick it up. Yes. Good. Opposite knee that you did last time. Goes back. Think of the glute and hip work we did at the beginning to warm us up. So as you come up, you're really squeezing the glute to lift you and the hip to balance you. So squeeze this whole front side of the leg. 3 seconds. Opposite leg. So pulse. 2, 3. Squeeze the glute and the hip. Good. Go as deep as you can with no pressure on your knees. Squeeze the glute. You've got it. Pick up the pace a little. Good. Can you kick a little higher? And switch. Last 10, you guys. Give it your all. Ooh, nice deep breath. Okay, that was our second exercise. Last one is our pop squats. So you know your option. You could just sit and stand, sit and calf raise, sit and jump. Breathing into it. And here we go. Find your edge. Try to relax the upper body. Power from the lower body. Keeping the spine nice and long. So as you squat, remember it's just a crease at the hip joint. No change in our spine. Halfway, pick up that pace just a smidgen. Last 10. Give it your all. And up, and up, and up. Whew. Take a breath. Okay, we're going to go right into our next circuit. Starts with a wall sit. So find an empty wall. Also find a wall that you have space next to you. I'm going to kind of add on some things to this wall sit. Sit down. Slow down the heart rate during this. Find your neutral here, just like we did on the mat. So kind of tuck your chin in, feel the back of your head, lengthen up that wall. Shoulder blades nice and flat against the wall. Space between your low back and the mat. And then the sacrum is nice and heavy. Halfway, if you could drop an inch, drop an inch. Any pressure in the knees, you come up. Or adjust how close or far away your feet are. Breathing into it. Slow down that breath pattern. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Good. Whew. Shake it out. Lots of legs today. Okay, we have our chair step-ups. Again, I'm going to stay on one leg the whole time. If a chair doesn't work, you could even just step forward and back on a stair, on a little step. So find the range that works for you. Or you might just come part way up, right? I'm coming all the way up. Squeeze again from that glute and hip we worked on. So you're tapping down and up. You have the option to add a little hop if you have a steady chair. If you don't have a steady chair, please don't add a hop. Nice and quick. That's halfway there. Add that hop in if you need a little more. Staying on the same leg. So by the end of this, whatever option you chose should completely fatigue that standing leg. Every time, tell your booty to squeeze out the top. Squeeze. Good, we get a little break here. You're gonna lie down. We're ending with chair bridges. So lie down. Find your neutral. We have 3 seconds. You're gonna roll it up. We're gonna stay up here and pulse. At any time, if it goes into your low back, you are rolling back down. Okay, if you can, stay up here and pulse from the glutes. If it becomes too much, go back to the rolls we did in the warm-up, where you're just rolling up, rolling down. 15 seconds. Check in with the breath. Really squeeze the glutes. Soften through the ribcage and then soften your throat. Can you lift your hips a little higher? Push into your feet actively to engage your hamstrings. And melt it down. Yes. We go through that circuit again, starting with our wall sit. This time we're going to add arms. Super good for those of us, myself included, who has tight shoulders or tight necks or any shoulder injuries. So find your wall sit, find your neutral. Here we go. You're going to put your arms against the wall. If you can't make your wrist and elbow touch, try going a little wider or just hold here. This is making your posture, the back side of your body muscles work. And then soften your ribcage down towards the wall. Yes, if you want to add on, you're going to straighten your arms and bend. Trying to keep your arms against the wall the whole time. If this is impossible for you and you can't even touch the wall, this is a daily doer for you, but do it laying down on the mat. That's going to help open up your shoulders, prevent shoulder injuries, and improve your posture. This is a great one to do, laying down on the mat. Good, come on up. We have our other leg step-ups. So whatever option you chose on your first side, you need to do the same option on this side. So if you chose to jump, good job, because you get to jump on this side again. Remember, we're thinking glute and hip. This quad's going to work. We don't need to tell that to work. We need to tell our bum to work. So every time you come up, squeeze the glute. Squeeze. You might even need to do a little pause at the top to make your glute work. So you might need to pause and squeeze, right? And then you have the option of the jumps. If you took that option on your other side, you got to take it on this side. Squeeze. Whatever option you take, squeeze the glute. And squeeze. Almost there. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Here we go. So good, you guys. A little faster. This is our last burst. Whew. Okay, we're going into our bridges. You could do the same option you did last time, whether it's the hip rolls or just holding pulses. Or I'm going to layer up again and go into single leg. So feet on the box, find your neutral, roll up to prepare. Now if you're going to go single leg, make sure your hips are stay level. We're going to do 10 on each leg and then switch. Pushing into your standing heel. 3, 2, and switch. Any pressure in your back, you need to switch up the option. So maybe you stick with double legs, or maybe you stay with the rolls. 2, 1. This time we're just going to do 5 each leg. And 5. Drive into the heel. 4. Lift it a little higher. 3, 2, 1. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Melt it down. Nice and easy. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Great work. If you guys have more time, by all means, rewind this to the beginning. Do all of those circuits again. Great job today. Lots of water. Hydrate. Eat nice veggies and fruit with every meal. Whole foods is going to be a key to feeling better. Okay, have a great day.